For us to settle all these problems of energy is no rocket science. And that's the truth. It's because of our selfish interest.
Nigeria is faced with enormous challenges of accessing clean modern energy services because energy is important for socio-economic development and poverty eradication. Today, between 60% to 70% of the Nigerian population doesn't have access to electricity. This was made known during the inaugural Dele Momodu lecture on his 64th birthday at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, Lagos. Guest lecturer at the event, former Nigerian Minister of Power, Professor Bartholomew Nnaji, said the present power crisis afflicting Nigeria will persist unless the government diversifies the energy and adopts new available technologies to reduce energy wastages and to save costs.
The federal government has to resume signing power purchase agreements with appropriate guarantee instruments. The whole idea of partial risk guarantee is that it doesn't go on the balance sheet of government in the way just ordinary sovereign guarantee would. So it's a fraction of what it would have been that's in the books of government, given the credit rating of the country. I believe that we can achieve all of this if we apply the willpower as a nation and the right frame of mind to change the energy equation, just like the BRIC and the seabed countries. It is up to us.
The chairman of the occasion, former president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, shares his experience on how he tackled the electricity problem under his stewardship when he was the president of Ghana. He advised the present administration to adopt such policies to address the power challenge in Nigeria.
Nigeria has what it takes to lead the path for sub-Saharan Africa to advance our collective energy agenda by engaging its neighbors such as Ghana to achieve the delivery of reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy for the whole sub-region.
Dignitaries present described the occasion as momentous for a man who has dedicated his life to the celebration of Nigeria and Africa at large through his profession.
For us to settle all these problems of energy is no rocket science. And that's the truth. It's because of our selfish interest. That's the reason why we've been having a lot of bottlenecks here and there. Selfish interest. So I want to appeal to each and every one of us. Talk is cheap. Enough of talking and talking and talking as a nation. Let us look at this nation beyond all of us, bigger than all of us, and let us jointly and collectively look at things that will be betterment, that will be in good structure and in a very futuristic manner that can better the lot of even generation yet unborn.
When the president of Ghana said they're generating and distributing 5,000 megawatts, I was wondering, Ghana with 1/7 of our population probably generates and distributes more than us. I was doing the calculation and we're discussing with Governor Duke. We must declare emergency in power.
To say that the importance of electricity cannot be overemphasized. And that was why when I was governor in Kano, we were able to set up the power generation in Kano on Chalawa Gorge and Tiga dams, producing or potentially to produce 35 megawatts. We completed the job in 2015, and I'm happy to say that I left $43 million in our account for the incoming governor to do the distribution.
And in a rebuking manner, asked me a question: what is wrong with Nigeria? She said she had just come back from the White House and had a meeting with the Chief of Staff to President Reagan, and they were very upset with Nigeria. They proposed building a trans-African pipeline from Nigeria's Niger Delta through Niger into Algeria to Europe. to forestall Soviet gas. It was the politics of gas, and we're talking about leadership here.
We had the chairman of the occasion talk about energy and Nigeria leading the pack. We had Professor Nnaji talk about the power of unveiling that strength in the character of what Nigeria could be. And let me connect this. If Nigeria puts the directed investment in building up our gas reserves and gas resources, Nigeria will be a standard power in the forefront of what President Mahama said as the leading light in Africa.
Thanking God for clocking 64, Momodu said one of the things he was most grateful for was the access he had to several people across all walks of life.
What I want us to learn is that when you are committed to a struggle, you should not look back. Your family will bear the brunt and even the scars of it. I'm not there at home.
Access 24 News correspondent Daniel Tanimo reports that the media mogul's voyage into the world of media enterprise from 1996 to date and has been for the promotion of the beauty, glitz and glamour of Africa and Africans at large, both at home and the diaspora. Over time, Ovation magazine has achieved in no small measure projecting the beauty of Nigeria and Africa at large.
You can do it.